Welcome to the pitch of my Analogue board game Devil's Advocate, Make a Living, Collect the Dead. The gameplay summary: you are Hell's most hated dead collectors who collect the lingering souls of the deceased. Players will be given a card, each with a specific symbol. This symbol will represent the door the souls they collect must be dispensed to. There will be another set of cards which will be the type of souls the players collect, which they must keep in a stack. Tokens will be used to trade the soul. These tokens can be stolen by other players or be used to trade the souls with each other. The player with the most souls when both players have 0 tokens left will be the winner of the game. The genre will be both cooperative and competitive. Really depends on how the player would like to play this. Competitive would include both players going against each other, and cooperative would be they would play together, team up, and try to get as many souls as they possibly can. There'll be 1 dice with 6 spaces, each with numbers on them representing the number of spaces the player can move. There will be figurines which will represent the player's characters, cards which will be designed as tarot cards with symbols on them. These symbols will be located across the board. The player must land on this given symbol to dispense the souls to the underworld and then win the game. Tokens will be used by the player to trade the souls they collect. Certain moves will allow the player to steal tokens or souls from each other. There will be 2 players. Both players will either team up or go against each other in a race to collect the most souls whilst navigating throughout the world. Even though I have mentioned there will be only 2 players at the moment, there can be later adjustments to add more players if the players so wished. To navigate the player can roll a dice which will determine how many spaces they can move across the board. There will be several types of icons which are displayed in the individual spaces the player can land on. These icons will either offer an advantage or a disadvantage to the player who landed on them. Each space will include picking up one of the cards, which will give them some more instructions. When landing on a soul, the player must be able to carry that soul, which is where the tokens come into play. Each player will get a certain number of tokens, which they can use to free the souls from the dead. If the player does not have enough, their opponent could steal it from them. The player can get more tokens by landing on a token dispenser which are located a couple times around the map. The amount of tokens the players will get at the beginning of the game will be 10. Due to the game being 1v1, it will be quite competitive, especially since the game is a race against each other, but can also be a race against time, depending on if the players want to add a 20, 30, maybe even an hour time limit to increase the tension and gameplay strategies that they might want to try out and gradually become faster and better at the game. There can also be more than 2 players added to increase the competitive and enjoyment, but might make the game shorter due to having more people to collect more souls. So this would mean adding more souls, extra mechanics into the game to allow for more players, but at the moment there's just 2. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to creating this game. Thank you.